Hi guys, I'm Amanda, the Botanical Brunette, and welcome to my channel. So I was sitting around trying to figure out what kind of video to do today, and then I realized that it's September. So we need to do a plant haul. Today I'm going to show you all the plants that I got in the month of August. For those of you who have not seen any of my plant hauls, I have been doing plant hauls since January of this year, and every month I do a plant haul. I have a $50 monthly budget and I try to stick with my monthly budget, but it doesn't always go as planned. If you've seen my videos, you know that I have not hit my budget pretty much all year. So as I'm going through, I'll show you what plants that I get as I got them. And also I will put in the bottom corner how much I got the plant for. That way you guys can kind of see how much I get everything for. And also we'll add it up at the end so we can see the grand total and see if I hit my budget or if I went over like I do every month. But before we get into that, like always, please like this video if you like this kind of content. And if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Amanda, the Botanical Brunette, here to talk to you all about plant stuff. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Helps my channel out a ton. And without further ado, let's see what plants I got in the month of August. August was kind of a cool month for me because I was able to get two basically free plants. So I'll go over that in a minute. You guys will kind of see what I mean. So the first plant that I got in the month of August is this Alocasia odora. With this beautiful like foliage, can we just talk about this for a second? And this leaf right here just unfurled. I have like 5 leaves on this guy now and it's just so beautiful. If you guys saw my Alocasia collection, you probably got a sneak peek, and also my plant tour. I kind of just showed off this plant before my plant haul. So if you've seen those videos, you know that I have had this for pretty much the entire month. Right after I filmed my July plant haul, I wound up going to a grand opening at a plant shop that was opening a second location in Orlando, and I met up with some really cool Instagram people, and it was really fun. It was really cool to see like all the plants, and they had this really cool like plant wall. But I saw this Alocasia odora and I had to get it. It was just so pretty, and it was for a pretty good price. But as you can see with just this plant, I went over my budget. So you can kind of see that I've escalated, seeing that I got 4 plants in the month of August, that I definitely went over my budget. But it was one of those things where, yeah, like I went over my budget, but this was a plant that I hadn't seen this for that low of a price because it's a variegated plant and it's very sought after. It's kind of harder to find for like, I would say like under like $80. I've seen like smaller versions of this plant go for what I paid for this pretty decent like 6-inch pot size. I was really happy when I found this. I snagged it immediately, walked into the plant shop, and me and another girl, we were both like, we're gonna get that plant. So I'm really happy that I got it. It's just so beautiful. Because I've had it for a month, I can tell you a little bit about it. I water this plant about once a week with distilled water. I water all my alocasias with distilled water just to not damage their sensitive leaves. And it kind of sits underneath my humidifier on the floor, so it kind of gets sprinkled with humidity throughout the day. So it's really happy where it's at. It sits kind of below my southeast facing window, so it gets a little bit of sun in the morning, but it gets really bright light. It's really happy where it's at, and like I said, I mean, it's grown a new leaf. So the next plant that I got is a freebie. The same plant shop that we went to was offering, with any purchase, I think it was like the first 100 people, any purchase, they got this string of hearts, this variegated string of hearts. It's so cute and so pretty, and I mean, it was free. I can't really pass it up. I've never had a string of hearts. I've had a string of bananas that wound up dying, but I'm kind of hoping that this guy survives. If you guys have any plant tips or anything like that for any kind of string plants, let me know in the comments, because I might need any help that I can get. I've heard that string of hearts, or really string of anything, are kind of harder to care for, But I mean, I'm kind of proud because like I already have, I don't know if you guys can see that, I already have some little buds that are popping out. So I'm really excited to kind of watch this guy grow and just to kind of see. And it was free. If it dies in my care, it's gonna be sad, but it's not gonna be a total loss if I kill it. So the next plant that I got in the month of August is this Scindapsus exotica. This beautiful plant. Now, I've had issues with Scindapsuses. I don't really keep them thriving. I don't know if you guys can see, it's like kind of in the corner over there hanging, but I have a Silvery Ann, and I know that's like in the Scindapsus family. I know it could also be a pothos. I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard it be referred to as a Scindapsus, so we're gonna say it is. I've had issues with it having like these really like curled up, like I call them taco leaves because they literally just curl up in a U shape. I've had a little bit of issues with that, and I think we're starting to get it with this guy as well. So with the Silvery Ann, I have been able to kind of get down a routine. I feel like some plants need that. Some plants need like a routine. I know a lot of people say like don't have a routine with your plants. There are some plants out there that I will say you might need a routine for, and that is a plant that I definitely do. I mean, this plant honestly might be a little thirsty right now. The pot feels not super light, but you know, it could probably use a little bit of water, but it also could be adjusting. I actually just got this plant a couple weeks ago. It just could be adjusting to my environment. I have it in a hanging planter in my southeast facing window, and I've watered it once so far. Like I said, today is watering day, so I will probably wind up watering this plant after this video, but it's so pretty. I had to get this plant. I saw this plant booming on Instagram. I try not to be the person who gets influenced by plants from people like posting them, but I do. It happens. So this was a plant that I got influenced, and I had to get it when I saw it. It's just so beautiful. But hopefully I can get a routine down for this plant and make it happy, and hopefully the kind of wrinkly sort of like leaves are just because it's a little thirsty and not because it's hating my house, but we'll see. Time will tell. So the last plant that I got for the month of August is this Ficus taniki. So this beautiful variegated plant was actually a plant that I got for free. One of the girls that met up with me at the plant grand opening at the shop where I got my Ordora and my string of hearts, we met up there and we had some breakfast and kind of just hung out, and I had mentioned this plant and she was like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of a plant like that, and I was like, I will 100% adopt it. So we have this pretty plant. I'm so excited to watch this plant grow. This leaf already just unfurled, so it's just so pretty. I can't wait for that like really like light white variegation to come through, but I'm really excited to watch this plant grow. I've only had this for a couple weeks, maybe if that, so we're gonna kind of feel it out and see care wise. It sits kind of next to Ordora, so it sits in a southeast facing window. But it's below the window, so it gets just bright light and sprinkled with morning light. I've only watered this plant once, so I can't really tell you like watering wise, like how I water. And guys, I have one more quick thing to show you. So I have been working on something for a very long time. It's been a lot of trial and error for me. A lot of sweat, tears, like it's just been a long time coming. So I have something new for my Etsy shop that I wanted to share with you guys. So I am going to show you my new products for my Etsy shop. So I made these polymer clay propagation stations. I made 3 different designs. This one has a palm leaf embossing in the polymer clay. Each station has an attached stainless steel hoop for the propagation tube. It's really easy to remove. These 30 milliliter test tubes are made of thick glass with enough room to grow happy and healthy roots. And to put it back, simply put the test tube through the hoop. I wanted to make a propagation station that was wall hanging due to the lack of my shelf room. And you can hang these just about anywhere. This one also has the palm leaf embossing. These are available now in my Etsy shop. I'll put the link in the description. So those are all the plants that I got in the month of August. Here's the moment that you guys all wait for at the end of all my videos to see if I hit my budget or not, even though the Eudora kind of set me way back on my budget. So I spent about $76 on plants this month, even getting 2 free plants. So this was kind of a rough month. I got a lot of plants, but I also went way over budget. This coming month, I think I definitely need more soil. I just ran out of my big giant bag of Fox Farm soil, so I'm gonna have to buy some new soil. And I do have my eye on another plant. So I'm gonna try to behave myself for the month of September. But you guys let me know in the comments if you think I'm going to be able to keep my budget or if I'm just gonna fail like I do every month. Let me know, and trust me, like, you hurt my feelings if you're like, no, you're gonna fail. Because like, I kind of feel like I am too. So that's it for today. I hope you guys all have a great day and stay botanical.